What's good, Commanders fans or Commanders fans? So this video, I just want to talk about how Washington, the Commanders, and I don't want to make too many Panthers jokes or whatever, but the Commanders are interested. Ron Rivera is interested in bringing in Jermaine Carter Jr. He is a linebacker, plays inside linebacker, and also can play middle linebacker. He can be the next Mike for 2022. There have been reports all offseason that Ron Rivera wants to find a veteran linebacker in free agency. And of course, we are bargain shopping. Now, Jermaine Carter Jr., he was drafted by Ron Rivera, Marty Hurney in 2018, went to the University of Maryland. So he is a local guy from Fort Washington, Maryland as well. And he also is a Washington Wizards fan. So he is a good guy in my book. But how can he help the team? Is he going to be a legitimate starter? We don't know. He's going to be a good depth piece, most likely. He plays special teams as well. So he offers position flex. And like I said, the familiarity with Ron Rivera, we know he loves that. So he possibly could come in and help. And, we just need a guy that can come in, tell guys where to line up, direct guys, call the plays, diagnose, read and react, and let Jamin Davis learn, have Cole Holcomb be in his natural position at weak side, and they can just go and stop thinking too much. So Jermaine Carter Jr. could come in and help that. Now, he had 88 tackles last year in 2021. I do remember he was number 4 for the Panthers. When we played the Panthers, Taylor Heineke did it was 4th and 3, and Taylor Heineke was just dancing around, and he made Jermaine Carter miss, and he threw a first down to, I want to say J.D. McKissick. That was a tough play. Now, the pros, like I already talked about the pros for Jermaine Carter Jr., he's durable. Played 16 games in 2018, only had 1 start in 2018, was more of a special teams guy, so he offers position flex, which is what Ron Rivera is looking for. Played in 16 games in 2019, started in 5 games, and then 2020 played in 16 games and started in 7 games, and then 2021 he got his chance to start all 17 games, played in all 17 games, had 88 tackles overall, 3 tackles for loss, and 1 fumble recovery. You look at his advanced stats as well, pretty solid in coverage. Only allowed a 76% completion percentage, and he allowed 104.3 quarterback rating, which is not great, not much to write home about, but it's okay. It's okay. And then he did miss a lot of tackles, though. That's the con about his game. 14.6% missed tackles, which is not good at all. He also was ranked 5th in the NFL in missed tackles with 20. He was tied with Patrick Queen with 20 missed tackles, and also had a PFF grade of 42.6, which is not great at all. That's pretty below average. But once again, PFF is not the end-all, be-all that you want to go on. So other teams that are interested, this was reported from Ben Standig from The Athletic. So, he's a very reliable source. So, and this makes sense. This is a guy that I think Ron Rivera would definitely look to bring in. Probably like a 1-year or 2-year deal. A pretty team-friendly deal as well. Like I said, 5th round pick out of 2018 by Ron Rivera and Marty Hurney. So the Chiefs are reportedly interested in well. There's like 4 teams that do have interest. So we'll see if they bring this guy in for a visit. Making this video because there's just not much going on in free agency. Ron hasn't made a lot of moves, and I'm not mad at it. I think, last year we didn't sign a lot of big name players. We did sign Curtis, we signed Will Jackson, we signed Ryan Fitzpatrick, but all the big name guys that we signed didn't work out. So Ron is kind of taking this low key bargain bin approach of signing guys, which is not the best thing in the world, but I'm not mad at it at all. I get it. Now, he could be waiting for the draft. When more guys get released after the teams draft guys, they start releasing guys after they fill in some of the spots that they brought in some younger guys in. And like Charles Leno, he got released after the Bears draft. I want to say like Austin Jackson, or I forgot the tackle's name. So maybe he could get another steal in free agency by waiting in April. But Jermaine Carter, you look at his write-up from the NFL draft, 6 feet, 228 pounds, like I said, out of Fort Washington, Maryland. Some of his strengths are he ran a 4.69 40, which is solid. He was a 2-year captain at the University of Maryland. Extremely high football character, which, Ron Rivera loves character guys. That's what he's looking for. Very durable, very consistent and active. Team tackle leader for 3 years at the University of Maryland. Patient and pursuant and rarely overshoots his mark. Had 7 forced fumbles for his career. And he can get it on special teams with 24 career tackles. That's what Ron Rivera loves, position flex once again. Now, weaknesses is which I did see when we did play them. Undersized for the interior and can be affected by climbing blockers. Too many missed tackles and broken tackles in 2017, which, like I said, he was ranked 5th in missed tackles with 20, so not good at all. Play speed on tape appears to be slower than posted speed. May lack the juice to handle a move to outside linebacker. needs to make more plays flowing downhill. So maybe Ron Rivera can work on that. They saw something that they liked in the 5th round in 2018 on Jermaine Carter Jr. So let's see if they can get the best out of him here in DC. So, but in other news, they did, the Washington staff, they did go to Kyle Hamilton's pro day today. I heard that they were there in attendance, but Ron Rivera was not there. So Ron Rivera was at Cincinnati's pro day. He did talk to Darian Beavers, the linebacker at Cincinnati. Of course, Ahmad Gardner, Sauce Gardner's there, Desmond Ritter's there. So, you know, people who think he's just there to see a quarterback in Desmond Ridder, got to remember there's other guys there too, like Sauce Gardner and Darian Beavers, who we could definitely use a linebacker. And if Sauce Gardner does drop to 11, it's another option. Of course, Kyle Hamilton, if some way, somehow he drops to 11, which I really don't see happening, then, you know, Washington could take BPA. Honestly, I think Garrett Wilson is really, really good, and I think he might be BPA at 11. It's debatable, but yeah, I just, my pick personally, I'm going to do a mock draft soon. I'd probably pick Garrett Wilson at 11. That's just the guy that I would take a look at. I would definitely draft him to help out Carson Wentz and pair him with Terry McLaurin. Of course, Ron Rivera loves Chris Olave. So it kind of shows that, you know, the pro days that he actually went to, it seems like those are the guys that he's kind of playing his cards with and showing that, hey, that's what Ron Rivera wants to draft, you know, so if you want to look at it that way. But, all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. We'll see. Where there's smoke, there's fire. We'll see if they do pick up a veteran linebacker before the weekend is over, or if they do bring in Jermaine Carter Jr. in for a visit and do draft him. So, all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Hell to the Commanders and Commanders. Peace. Have a good weekend.